Hello everyone, thank you for watching. I am Joey and welcome to another pickups video. It's been a while. So these are just the games I picked up throughout all of February this year, 2021. Not too many. Like I said before, there wasn't going to be too many, just budget a bit tighter this month. I expect March to be better, especially because there were a couple things I did order that won't arrive till March, so I've actually been quite lucky with the way games have just arrived if I ordered them online, if I didn't buy them somewhere in stores where I live or from someone I know. But yeah, let's get started. I hope you enjoy. So let's start with earliest system. Super Nintendo. I got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This one's pretty fun, quite humorous. It really throws you in, which don't really mind at all because, you know, just sometimes RPGs draw out tutorials way too long, especially older ones, so don't mind. And they kind of poke fun at that too, of you just dropping in. Yeah, but very solid turn-based combat. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, and yeah, I got this super cheap. It was on clearance on one site, so yeah, really happy to add this to my collection. Next up is on N64, a few games I got there. Mission Impossible. So I do have this game on PS1, but I got this one because again it was a clearance thing, so I think I spent like a buck on it, and it's one of my favorites or childhood games. Really enjoyed this. Yes, it's a bit dated. Some of the controls took a while to get used to, and not the most polished game and all that, but for a licensed title, it's quite enjoyable. Going around doing all these different tasks and missions. You do kind of have to figure out what item you should pick at the start of each mission because, yeah, it doesn't really tell you what you should choose and all that, but once you figure it out, it's not too bad. It's also cool to have the theme song play at the main menu and all that. And yeah, hopefully now that I actually own this game, maybe now I can eventually get past the laser mission. Never got past that before. Alright. And yeah, going on with the N64, Cruis'n USA. So, another game, part of my childhood, really fun, and again on the clearance, so only paid a few bucks for it, and yeah, really fun arcade racer. Like I said before during one of my other pickup videos with Outrun 2, not big on racing games or anything, but I do really enjoy the very arcadey ones, over the top, non-realistic. Those are fun. Like, I used to be into the realistic ones like Gran Turismo or Forza, but not so much anymore. And yeah, it's just a blast to go back, play a game like this again. And yeah, really happy to add it to my collection. Never owned it before. And then finally, another game I never owned but played and loved, so glad I have, Glover. This is such a weird game, as very basic story of some wizard creating some potion or something, I don't know, experiment, and it goes wrong, and both its magical gloves fly off, where one of the gloves falls into this pot and creates some evil glove, and then you as just Glover has to bring these crystals back that are, you know, just these bouncy balls disguised. I don't know. It's really weird. It's a strange mascot for a character, but platformers have always been like that, and yeah, it's still really fun. Yes, it controls are a little sloppy, and it has that fun N64 fog effect to compensate for poor draw distance, but it's still really fun, really charming, and such a weird game to play as a glove, just like playing as Hamburger Helper's cousin or something, and yeah, just really fun, and yeah, I'm really glad that this is added to my collection now. Alright, moving on, got one Wii game, Sonic Colors, and yeah, I can see why people love this game. It's so fun, so colorful, fast, just a lot of things to love about this game, and yeah, for 3D, Sonic, hasn't had the best reputation when it came to 3D, so yeah, really happy to have this, and yeah, really fun. Yeah, short game, but all Sonic ones are, and you know, only a few bucks again, very cheap, and yeah, super happy that I have Sonic Colors now. Now we're going to move on to uh, PS4, which should have brought the Switch game out too, but first I'll talk about Starlink, as I got both the Switch version with the R-Wing and the PS4 version game, which, yeah, I'll just quickly show the PS4 game. Uh, but, yeah, so now the footage you're going to see is for PS4, as I got, just because I was recording a bunch of PS4 games, so it was easier that way. And I got both because there was a big sale on Best Buy where buying both of them together with the ships and all that was much cheaper than just buying it at regular price for one of them. So yeah, I got both because both were well under $10. I'm like, sure, why not? And yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It was kind of Ubisoft trying to cash in on the whole Toys for Life genre, but when they jumped in, it was dying out very quickly. And yeah, but it's a very fun game, kind of action adventure space shooter. So yeah, really solid. I'm having a blast with it, and yeah, if you find it, I recommend Starlink because it's pretty cheap, and there's quite a lot to enjoy in this game. Next up, I got Code Vein, another game that I got on sale super cheap. Like, I think I spent $10 or $20 on this, and yeah, really, really fun. It's I haven't played too much, mainly because I know it's one of those games that I'm going to have to only play because it's a Dark Souls type game where it's very difficult. Haven't ran into that yet because I just started, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm happy to have this. I do want to play it, but I'll probably put it on the back burner for now, just because, yeah, it's one of those games that's going to take me a long time to get through and to sort of have the patience with. But so far, what I play, like, it's quite fun, and yeah, again, super cheap, so why not take a chance on it? And speaking of cheap, I also got MediEvil. Now, I know a lot of people really don't like this remake or whatever because they didn't really change any of the controls or alter too much, so, and you definitely feel that there's frame rate issues, there's, the camera's pretty janky and all that, but honestly, because of, spending so little on it and hearing about not too many people like the game, my expectations weren't too high, plus I didn't really have, fond memories of the original. I never owned that game. I played it at a friend's house, so I don't really know much about it, but, it's pretty solid. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it, so that's the main thing, right? And I know I enjoy games a lot more than most people do, like even bad ones, like with Sonic, there's quite a few bad Sonic games that I actually quite enjoy, so, you know, uh, yeah, like, if you want to give it a shot and you find it cheap enough, I say go for it. Then another game which I loved the original, so I had to get the remaster, which is Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. If you don't know about this, this was a very ambitious project brought up by baseball player Kurt Schilling, which very sad story that, he got a bunch of these big people together with R.A. Salvador writing the story and having like bunch of game designers and all that, like Todd McFarlane and just a bunch of people, but it was one of those so ambitious projects that it was bound to fail, unfortunately, and yeah, but I'm really happy that it's getting a sort of re-release because, man, I loved this game when it first came out. It was one of my favorite RPGs. It's still, and playing this, yeah, it's still so fun. Like, the gameplay's awesome. Yes, the story is fairly forgettable, and, talking to a bunch of NPCs, you kind of skip a lot of the dialogue because they kind of repeat a lot of what other people will say about certain topic and all that, but man, it's so fun, it's so good. I hope people give this a shot, pick this up because man, it's so fun, so awesome, so happy that yeah, it's getting another chance. And because I know the original had like game-breaking bugs. Luckily, I never ran into them. I did 100% the game, or I shouldn't say that I got every achievement in the game. Beat the game and yeah, did all the things I could do because it's very hard to 100% this since it's like 100-hour game. But yeah, awesome, awesome game. Check it out. Give it a shot. Uh, then this was a game that I actually got a while ago. I just forgot to put it on the game pickups, but I want to talk about it now, and that's Yokai Watch 4 on PS4, like Japanese import. I love the Yokai Watch series. I have all the games physically and all that on 3DS, so really wanted to get this, especially now because, unfortunately level 5 is done with game putting games outside Japan and all that, which is really sad to hear. So I doubt this game will ever see the light of day outside Japan unless some other publisher gets involved and is able to publish the game outside. But yeah, such a fun game. There are times where I did have to try my best with like Google Translate to figure things out because there are some quests where uh, they you need to buy certain items and all that. So yeah, I need a bit of help with that. But for the most part, the UI is pretty solid, where you can kind of tell where to go. It'll mark, the quests. The combat's really fun. Once you get used to the menus, it's easy to navigate. And I think because I love Yokai Watch and know the game, know the series, know the town you're in, it was a lot easier for me to play this one, even though I can't understand what is being said to me. But man, I love this game, and yeah, probably eventually we'll get the Switch import too for Yokai Watch because I just love like the series that much. And finally, for last game pickup is collector's edition of Catherine Full Body. So this is the Heart's Desire Premium Edition. So before I talk about the game, I'll show you sort of what's inside this. So kind of the box itself, yeah, is modeled after sort of the labyrinths or levels, stages you go through. And yeah, so show off. So yeah, it comes with a game and like this pink steel case here. So yeah. uh, Next, it shows like there's an art book in it. Sorry, I had something happen, had to redo this part, but yeah, so art book, yeah, pretty nice. Uh, then also has a soundtrack which I haven't opened yet, but yeah, pretty. It has a really cool soundtrack too. And then final thing it comes with is plush with the boxers on. Yeah, sheep, plush, and yeah. So, yeah, I got a really good deal with that as if you don't know about Catherine, it's a really weird, unique game about Vincent Brooks, who's unfaithful to his girlfriend one night and all that, and then starts having these nightmares where he has to sort of escape these nightmares, otherwise he'll die, and that's where the game's so fun, so unique, because it's a puzzle game. You have to kind of build up a staircase to try and escape. And what I love about this version is they add, like, this remix mode, so every stage feels different and unique. They mix it up, so, they'll have different blocks that will do different things. I really like that feature. And they also add a new character called Rin, who don't know too much about it. I'm just sort of starting out right now, but yeah, she seems very interesting in the story. It's one of those where you'll play at least twice, maybe more, depending on how Rin sort of factors into the story. But yeah, so because there's multiple endings and yeah, really cool game. One of those ones that I think more people need to check out. And yeah, so if you like puzzle games and, you know, want something very unique and different, check out Catherine. Alright, so that's everything for this pickups video. I hope you enjoy. Like I said, for March, I'm expecting a lot more items, especially because, yeah, there's a few that I'm still waiting for. So, yeah, look forward to that. Yeah, and I think it's best to do these pickup videos at the end or start of each month, just cause, yeah, you know, never know when you're going to pick up games, so it'll be fun to do that. And yeah, look forward to all my other videos about hidden gems or other things. I am thinking about changing the name of my perfect game series to calling it why I love dot dot dot, and then talk about a certain game or certain series, genre, that sort of stuff, just because I can cover a lot more if I do something like that. So, yeah, just so you know that it'll still be the same kind of concept, just I might change the title of it, that's all. But anyways, hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. Alright, take care. Bye.